Okay, so we are doing a new ambassador training. So if you're new to Plexus and you're like, okay, well, what does it mean to be an ambassador? What benefits am I going to get from having an ambassador membership? How do I use these products? You keep telling me I could take them for free. How do I do that? We're going to cover it all between me, my friend April, and my friend Lauren. So my name is Jennifer Leith. I live outside of Nashville. Got 5 kiddos, and I've actually been with Plexus almost 8 years. So I've been using the products for 8 years. I've been working the business for 7.5 years. And these are all things that weren't on my radar to do. So maybe you said yes to the products because you've seen that they've worked for other people, or you want to prove it wrong that they don't work. A lot of people do that. All in all, you're just going to need the tools to give yourself the very best experience. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I made a little bit of a slideshow to show you. I'm so proud of myself. So we're going to get started here. So raise your hand if you can see my screen, just so I don't start talking and you, okay, good. Thank you. So welcome to Plexus, first of all. I know that for many of us, Plexus ended up being a place where we found the greatest friendships. We found a tool, and I really want to emphasize that word for you, a tool, not a magic bean. We found a tool that helped us with all the struggles that we thought would always own us. Now we have a tool to overcome those struggles. And yours might be different. For me, it was like sugar owned me. I thought about it constantly. And especially if I took a nap. If I took a nap, it was like I would wake up going, I need sugar. I was just living on this roller coaster of fatigue and then amping myself up with caffeine and sugar and then more fatigue. And that's just no way to live, right? So we call ourselves the health and happiness company, and health comes in all different forms. It could be with energy, adrenal fatigue. It could be with your thyroid or autoimmune disorders. It could just be with weight loss. There's so many categories of health. And what we know most of all is that mental health is a really big deal. There's a connection between your gut health and your mental health. And so we want to serve your body in a way that we actually address that core issue so you can actually have a happy, happy life. So 4 of our core principles, and I put that on there because I think that this matters. I want to know when someone's making products that I'm going to put in my body that they take that seriously. And so Plexus, especially because I've gotten to know the executives and the company and the products department, they actually really do commit themselves to this, to being trustworthy, to being honest, to being reliable, and to being responsible. So you can know that everything that's in your products is absolute best quality. And if for some reason you have a little bump in the road, let's say they send you the wrong product or it doesn't show up, you get your whole box and one little product's missing, something happens. There are these one-offs. You can be assured Plexus always makes it right. So you never have to worry about fighting for justice because Plexus will always make it right. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we started, and then I'm going to pass this over to my friend April. So I look back when we first started with Plexus in 2006, before I even knew about Plexus, all we were was a breast health company. And so we had a breast check kit that helped magnify the sensation when you were doing a monthly exam. And that was serving women. Then they came out with a breast cream. And so here we have these 2 products, and really these products would not run out quickly. You could use that breast check kit for up to 10 years. And so what Plexus really wanted to do is find a product that would serve your health, that was natural, that would actually help people that were struggling with breast health issues. And they ended up discovering Plexus Slim. And that's what we call our pink drink. And we know that it detoxifies your body, feeds your good bacteria in your gut, and it really keeps you in your optimum body mass index. So when you drink that every day, it's so good for your skin. It's so good for your gut health, for your mood. There's no caffeine, there's no artificial ingredients. So you can feel really, really good about that. And then the business started to take off. And the business, what I mean by that is people started sharing with their friends and family, hey, I'm drinking this thing and here's what it's doing for me. And that is how we had 16,000% growth. Really quick. So this is exactly how you likely ended up here. If you're on this team, these 2 gals, Jen and Celeste and Suzanne, they all 3 were in the same college together. And Jen heard about Plexus. She started using the products and posted a picture of her at a wedding. Well, what do you think happened? Celeste and Suzanne saw her and said, what are you doing? Because they noticed she had lost weight. And that was something most people come to Plexus have some desire to lose weight. Maybe it's not the top thing, but it's definitely on there. And so when they notice that, they're like, I don't know what it is, but I want it. And so as soon as they started using the products and sharing, they realized how easy that was to share. So Suzanne ended up sharing with me, and I ended up sharing with my cousin and one of my closest friends. And you can see how this started to spiral out. All of these women that you see on the screen are really high six-figure earners. And I'm showing you that because everything is possible. Anything is possible. If you have a desire to make extra money for your family, or if you have a desire just to get your products for free, all of that is within your grasp with Plexus and with this team. We'll give you every tool that you need. You just have to be coachable, and you have to be able to be willing to step out of your comfort zone. So let's talk about benefits of your membership, and then I'm going to pass it to April. So what do you get as a Plexus ambassador? Well, the first thing is my favorite. Every time you order anything over 100 PV in a month, which you probably are if you're ordering the triplex and some active, you're getting paid commission. And I've got a girlfriend today, she messaged me, she goes, I've been with Plexus a year and I just realized I have $699 in my, we call it our hyper wallet. Why do I have all that money? I said, you've been making commission just on your own orders. She's never even shared. So that is, to me, one of the most beautiful things about having an ambassador membership. They're paying you commission on your own orders. Every month that you have an order process that's over 100 PV. So again, if you're ordering the triplex or a combo, you're likely over that. Every month that you do that, you're actually earning credits for free products. I helped a lady get a free bag of active today just because she's ordered 2 months in a row. So we're really generous with giving away free products. You don't get that with the customer membership right now. Again, you get the very best pricing. You also get a referral link, and you're like, sister, I ain't sharing. I ain't posting about it. Think about this. We used to live in an apartment complex, and I remember seeing a sign whenever we pulled into the parking lot that said, if you refer someone to our apartment complex, you're going to get $300 off of next month's rent. Well, it turns out I didn't really enjoy living there, and so I wasn't going to tell anybody about that. So I get not wanting to use a referral link when it's not something that you're excited to be sharing about. But here's what I know about Plexus. If you share with your friends and family, every bit of the pressure is off of you because there is a 60-day, no questions asked money back guarantee. So if you tell your mom, hey, you should try this with me. I have no idea what it's going to do, but at least we're doing it together. If she decides she doesn't love it, she gets her money back. So that takes all of that pressure off of you. And then finally, you do get the community. And I'm not wanting to undersell that. In fact, that's probably one of the most beautiful things that you'll find is that we have learned how to hold each other accountable and still like each other. I mean, have you heard of something like that? That's incredible. So those are the benefits of your membership. And now you're going to hear from my friend April. She's going to give you some product tips. She's going to talk to you about resources in Plexus, and I am going to stop talking.
Jen, wow, it's already been so informative, and I can't just keep up like you do and spit all that out. So I do have notes, but mainly just because I wanted to bring you all the very best. Jennifer and I were talking earlier about what we wanted this to be for you and what we wanted the takeaway to be. And basically, I just want you to go away from this tonight feeling knowledgeable, feeling confident, and feeling empowered. No matter what your reason is for being here, I want you to feel more educated on the products. If you're here because you're pursuing the business, maybe you're new, I just want you to feel like you have a good foundation to be able to, sorry, my phone's kind of sliding, to be able to run with it. Okay. So my name is April Long, and I've been with Plexus just a little over a year now. And I had originally started because I had some health issues that a friend of mine also shared, and she had success on these products. So when she gave me her testimony and how these products had helped her and the 60-day money back guarantee, as Jen was telling you about, I realized that I had nothing to lose, but y'all, I've had so much to gain. Like, it is insane. The growth, the personal growth that I've had since joining Plexus, the health, I'm 45 pounds down. I have energy. I feel good again. And I had almost forgot what that was like. And I'm sure that there's several of you on here that can agree with that. You just forgot what that felt like. So I want to start a little bit with about the products. So here's my thought on the products. Number one, being in the medical field, I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for 8 years. I want good, clean products. I don't want to put junk in my body. I don't want a band-aid. I don't want something that I'm going to take for a little bit and think, oh wow, this is good, and then plateau, or it stops working. So these products are all natural, plant-based. That right off the top makes me feel good. And again, the 60-day money back guarantee, that's integrity. Like, to me, that spoke volumes. Where can you go and literally try all of the products for 60 days? You don't love it, you send it back. I mean, to me, that's incredible. So for me, once you have, let's say that you're ready to share, you're passionate about these products like I am, like Jen is, um, you have already got a friend to trust you, right? You have that relationship, and they're like, I see, let's see who's on my screen. I see Mary. I see Mary doing these products, and I'm going to trust her to guide me through this, and I'm going to enroll with her. I'm going to do this, right? That's half of the work, y'all. Okay. The other half is the products, and they speak for themselves. Okay. If you are consistent, if you will be coachable, if you will stay in close communication with your sponsor, you're destined for success on these products. Um, Again, they are plant based. If you don't take them, they're not going to work. You're not going to get the benefits. If you have a terrible regimen and you're like, I just keep forgetting, I know we've all heard that, or we've been there and had to grow from that, which is okay. But if you are only doing them twice a week, or you're only drinking your Slim a couple of days, you're keeping your body in a constant detox, and that is not fun. Nobody likes to stay in that. So, with that being said, think about the products. Do we all start out on the same thing? Probably not. It depends on your health goals. If you come to me and you want weight loss, I may recommend something different than the triplex. If you come to me wanting overall health plus weight loss, I'm going to go to that triplex. That's really our go-to pack, right? And so everybody's going to get a different package. They're going to start differently, and they're going to respond. Like, we're all unique. We're going to respond. Our plexus response is going to be different, right? Like, for me, it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I felt better. To be honest with you, about 5 days in, and I had more energy with my pink drink. But I thought I was crazy. I thought, there's no way that this could be, already affecting me positively like this. I just want these products to work. So it's all in my head. Turns out I stayed consistent. I listened to my health sponsor. And guess what? It was real. It's the real deal. So stay consistent, take the products, and make sure that you share that. Because here's the thing: if you're consistent, like tips and tricks that's worked for you, like I set alarms, or I take XYZ at bedtime. Like, I take my Mega X and my ProBio 5 at bedtime. Share that with your new folks. If you're building this business and you're sharing your own journey and tips and tricks that have worked for you, that's what's going to set other people up for success. You've been there, you've done it, right? That's why I'm here tonight. I feel like I've had an incredible experience with Plexus, and I feel obligated to share that with you all so that others can have just as much success as I have. Okay. Let's see what else I have for you. Communication ensures success. I have that underlined here because here's the thing: whether you are the sponsor or whether you're the ambassador, please, please, please communicate your needs and how you're doing, because nobody gets anywhere if there's no talking involved, right? If your sponsor reaches out and they say, hey, how are you loving your products? Tell me what's going on. And maybe you're going through a little bit of detox and you've had a headache and your stomach's been upset, and you're like, I don't really want to hurt my friends, feelings. I don't really want to say anything. So you ghost them, right? Because if we're afraid we're going to hurt feelings and we're afraid of the negative, then we kind of shy away from it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Message them back and tell them exactly, because here's what can happen. Those products can be changed. They can be changed for you. Again, we're all going to respond differently, right? And so I also want to point out that these supplements are a tool. Jennifer said that when she opened us up, but they are a tool. They're not meant to be some magic potion that's going to just take all of our struggles away, right? They are a supplement. So with that being said, drink your water, be active, exercise, get those stuff in, try to eat clean, because that's Plexus is going to aid in moving all of those things forward for your success. Okay. And really quick, if you are here and let's say that you have someone or you, your goal is weight loss. Weight loss is the hardest thing to achieve simply because there's a lot of variables into that, right? But I really want to encourage you to encourage your folks to think about the non-scale victories. What are non-scale victories, right? Better sleep. That's a non-scale victory. Inches. A lot of times folks will lose inches and their clothes will fit better. Yeah, Leslie, no brain fog. That was huge for me. I have a thyroid disorder, so brain fog was terrible. And so when I started these products, that went away. That's a non-scale victory. Encourage those. Tell your folks to look for those. Those are very important when they start their products, right? And so I also really quick, I want to touch on some resources that are available to you. And I kind of want to start like local. Your sponsor, your friend that you started with, okay? They are going to be your best and biggest resource. So communication ensures success, right? We talked about that. And next, your team. Any team pages, be involved. Tune into those. Any team chats. That's where you're going to find all the little gold nuggets that kind of form the big picture. Okay. The Plexus community page, the new Ambassador Academy, and even this super simple, your back office. If you are new and you have not went back there and just kind of played around in your back office, there's so many resources, videos, brochures, product information sheets. I encourage you to just log in, play around with some of that. It's going to get you familiar with the products. It's going to get you familiar with really terminology, all the business things, they're back there. And also, if you have a question, because they're going to come up about, is this safe? Can someone breastfeeding do this, right? We have those come up. The Help Center in the back office is a great tool, a great resource for you to educate yourself on the products, not just for you, but to grow your business and to share with others, right? And let's see what else I said. All right, guys, I think that's actually all I have. I just wanted to touch on the products and the resources for now, and then I'm going to turn it back over to Jennifer.
Fantastic. And when you were sharing about the resources, it's just so easy to get overwhelmed. And so use those simple tips she gave you. Go and look in the Help Center. If you're a sponsor or your upline, whatever you want to call them, if they invite you to something, just go to it. It might be a power hour. It could be an event. It could be a training. Just have an open mind. I always say, if the door's open, walk through it. Just stop when the door closes, right? So if it's open, go in. It's going to give you the best experience. So let's talk about how you take the products for free. So when we started, we were broke. And I say it like that because I want you to really hear me when I say we were broke. And so I knew if I wanted to use the products for more than the first month, which my mother-in-law paid for, that I had to go ahead and share with 3 people. I never considered that I was making a promise to anyone. I just knew I'm going to tell my 3 people that are going to love me no matter what. And then they're going to try it with me, but it's going to give me the money to pay for my products. If they don't like it, that's on them. Plexus will take care of them. I just did my job. So how do you use the referral link? So when you join as an ambassador, you're given a referral link. All that does is give somebody a place to go to order a welcome pack, just like you did. And Plexus, when you do that 3 times, they are going to reward you. And if it's in the first 30 days, it gets really, really lucrative. So let's look at this really quick. So for me, it was my mom, my sister, and my best friend. And I didn't even know what to recommend for them. So I just told them to get what I got. I got the triplex. Go ahead and get the triplex. The cool thing about that is the triplex comes in a really beautiful box. It comes with a really wonderful water bottle. And it really has a lot of literature in the box that helps someone understand what the products are for. You don't have to be a scientist to be able to do this. You don't have to be a holistic naturopath. You can just be a regular person that wants their friends to try something with them. It's fun. And if they don't like it again, they can deal with Plexus on that one. So you're going to make about $400 if you do that in your first 30 days. If you don't do it in the first 30 days, you still will make about $300, which is not too shabby. Okay, so how do you share when you're terrible at sales? So you maybe have done something in the past. Maybe you've joined companies and tried to sell products, or maybe you're like me where you got in trouble in the Girl Scouts because you totally forged all these orders because you wanted to win the top prize for the highest sales. I didn't think that through. I was only in third grade. The point is, you don't have to be good at sales to do this. We're not trying to convince people. You're not going out there, slinging your insurance salesman finger guns. You're not like, buy my stuff. That's not what you're doing. You're literally inviting people in your life to try something with you. And so if that means the friends in your life that won't ask you for money if you won the lottery, if you just call those people up and say, literally don't know what this is. I have a kind of a general idea. I have some goals, but I know I'll do better if I do it with someone. Like you're the kind of person that's going to hold me accountable. Will you do this with me? And then if they end up sharing with their 3 people, they're going to make all that extra money too to cover that investment. So this is like a win-win situation, the gift that keeps on giving. So how can you do this? Well, one way is you can actually start a chat with the person that introduced you to Plexus with one of your friends. And April's going to share with you a little bit about her experience when she got started. I think you'll love it. Download the Plexus Engage app as soon as you can. Do it right now or after this. How about that? So you can pay attention. That Engage app has 3 free samples sitting there waiting for you. I'd love for you to send them to people in your life, but you can also just send them to yourself. If you want to try the lean, if you want to try the active, if you want to try the Mega Kids microbiome drink for your kids, these are all little tools that Plexus has for you. You can also do what we call a shout out post. And you're like, you're going to make me put something on social media. Why wouldn't you? If you're going to move, you're probably going to post you're going to move, right? If you got a new job, you're going to post you got a new job. If you eat dinner, you're probably going to take a picture of it and say, look what I had for dinner. What's the difference? I just ordered some products. I don't know what's going to happen, but here's what I do know. If my friends are supporting me, I'm probably going to do a better job. Who's going to support me through this? And then you're going to have people asking you questions. Well, what are they? How do you do it? How much is it? It's actually going to sell itself. I know people say that and you're like, you don't understand, but it really does. Okay. How can you have your strongest start? I'm going to pass this back over to my friend April, and she's going to tell you about her beginning with Plexus. I just realized you're muted. I'm sorry. It took me a second to realize it.
Sorry, there I was just rambling on. Yeah, so this is probably my favorite part to share because honestly, even though I love to talk, I'm sort of an introvert a little bit. Like I'm totally cool with being alone. I'm fine with that. But so when I first started, Leanne and which is my sponsor, and then her sponsor, and on up. They actually I think Cheryl's on here, but they wanted to do a Zoom with me, but just like this, like we're all on here, right? Like the day after I had joined. And here's the thing as to why that kind of sounded crazy to me is that I just joined for the products, right? I needed the help. My thyroid was making me crazy and I just was looking for some relief. So I was literally just in it for the products. And so these ladies are wanting to, yeah. Hey, Cheryl, these ladies are wanting to connect with me. That's what they said. They were, I want to connect with you. But let me back it up just a little bit. I had shared a shout out post. And if you don't know what a shout out post is it's simply an invitation to invite others along with you. Just as Jen said, it's just a simple invitation. Hey, I just made the choice to try these supplements with my friend. I need 3 people to do this with me. Who's in? Simple shout out post. And Leanne shared that with me and she said, will you post this? It would really bless me. And I said, absolutely. No problem. I'm not doing the business, but I'll post that for you because you're my friend and I'll post that. Right. That's how that went. And so I posted and there was so much feedback, like so much crazy town feedback. And so then these ladies were like, I want to connect with you. We want to connect with you. Can you do Zoom? Never heard of Zoom in my life. This was pre-COVID, before Zoom, before school was on Zoom, right? Us trying to struggle and set our kids up on it. But so I never heard of Zoom, but I was like, sure. Like I kind of thought it was weird. I'm going to be honest. Sorry, Cheryl. Sorry, Leanne. But I thought, why do they want to connect with me? That's so weird. But I did it. I had an open mind. My husband was like, well, just hop on there. Just hop on there and meet him. You know, you might love it. I was like, okay, so I had an open mind. And I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to encourage you guys as you go along your journey, have an open mind. Okay. Had I got off that Zoom and never spoke to them again, what did I lose? Right. So I got on the Zoom. I was on my back porch. And so I was by the fire pit catching frogs. My daughter, she's out on the play set, and I'm sitting there connecting with these women. And that's all it was, simple connection. But y'all, after I got off that Zoom, I felt so good. It's like I had connected with these women that I didn't really even know that I needed, right? And so sometimes when we step out of those comfort zones, it's a huge, huge blessing waiting on us. And so from there, I stayed in close communication with my sponsor. And then they told me I could get my products covered for free, just as Jennifer just touched on. And I thought that would be awesome. I've always been a working mom. And so I thought that would be great if I could really take that expense off of my husband and I, because I already told you guys 5 days in and I loved my products. And so when they told me that I had the opportunity to get them covered, why not? When I go and I get my nails done and I love them, I share. If somebody's like, I love your nails. I'm like, oh, Callie's. Or I love that necklace. Oh, so and so, right? We do that naturally. And so I love my products and I'm going to share. I started having success and I wanted to share. So I sent out all those invitations for friends and family and said, hey, this is what I'm doing. Would you be interested? So that's how I got started with that. But moving forward, now that you guys know that I've called everybody crazy for wanting to connect, keep an open mind. But I want to tell you a good foundation, right? More things that are going to set you up. Grab that accountability partner, because I tell you what, I have my sister-in-law who is my accountability partner. You're going to hear from her tonight as well. But that's huge. Like if you have someone who is going to hold you accountable, you're going to be in this together. Not only is it more fun, but you're more likely to succeed doing it that way. So grab the accountability partner. Okay. The three-way chats that Jen mentioned. My sponsor already had this system in place. Some people don't do that, but here's what I'm going to tell you with that. If you have a creative download in your mind and you think that something's going to work, just as they did with the three-way chats, do that. Pursue that. Talk to your sponsor about it. Say, hey, when I have potentials, because I'm new and I don't know the products, I don't know, everything about recommendations or things like that. I'm gonna initiate those three-way chats with you. Is that okay? Go ahead and talk that over. Again, communication ensures success. So be sure that you're going to initiate that. Not only is that going to give you the opportunity to watch your sponsor in that three-way chat, you're going to learn, you're going to see what recommendations are going for what health goals and all that good stuff. Okay. So grab an accountability partner, initiate three-way chats with your sponsor. Next, download the app. So download the app first thing. If you are new and you have not done that, as Jen said, download it. You have 3 sample credits to share with friends, or you can redeem those yourself, however. But that's super important because it's going to be quick access to your back office, and then those samples, which there's a lot more to it than that. There's links that you can share and that sort of thing, but I do not want to overwhelm you. Okay, so that's the 3 things that I really want you to take away. Keep an open mind, grab your accountability partner, do this with somebody, make this fun. You can do it. 3-way chats, initiate those, and download the app. And I think, am I going back to you, Jen, or Lauren?
It's me, April.
It is. It's Lauren. Sorry.
To top that off with what April was saying, I thought everybody was crazy too. I thought, because we have something with who I'm under, like under, because it's, just so many people there. But something called Power Hour that's 5 days a week. And y'all, when I first started hopping on that, I was like, these people are crazy. Like, I really thought, I was like, mindset? Like, what do they mean, mindset? And now, like, it has completely changed my whole life, not just with Plexus, but with my kids, with my husband. It's been like game changer. So when April says keep an open mind, because you'll love it. I promise. When you think it's crazy, it's going to be good. I promise. But so my name is Lauren Williamson, and I'm the sister-in-law that April was talking about. Me and her have been, I'm what you call a dirt friend. I would eat dirt for her. So I joined her. Um, and to be honest, I really thought I would use the 60-day money back guarantee. It was kind of a maybe, maybe not, but I have nothing to lose because I can get my money back. But I started because I needed help with weight loss. I am a mama of 4 kids. At the time, they were 5 and under. I had a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and my twins had just turned 1. And I knew that I wasn't having any more kids. So I thought, along this way, like weight had just stacked and stacked and stacked, because I was like, I'll have another baby. I'll have another baby. Well, the twins ended that. There was no more babies coming from moi. No more. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to work on weight loss. So April was like, I love this stuff. I tried a sample, and it was probably my mind. I was like, this stuff, I've got to have it. Like, got to. And I even told my husband, like, a couple of days before that, I was like, there's no way I'm spending the money on that. That's just crazy. I'm not doing that. But I'm so glad that I took the leap and that I joined and I got going. And it's funny because, like I said, my goals were weight loss, but it's completely changed. Like, yes, I want to lose more weight, but y'all, I was so fatigued. Some nights I would lay down and cry because I was so tired. When I first had my twins, when my husband had to go back to work, I thought I'll probably die because I'll never get any sleep ever again. And it wasn't that they have been the best babies. They sleep great babies, but I just couldn't sleep. And I was so tired and so fatigued. As soon as my feet hit the floor, I was counting down the minutes till bedtime every single day. It was every day. And until I started the products, I didn't know really how tired I was and how fatigued I was. But I mean, like, weight loss was my goal, but it's completely just everything lined up. Everything was better. I don't get up during the night and look for little Debbie's to eat, or, if I could just eat that cookie, because I craved sugar. I no longer drink drinks. I mean, it's changed things completely. Used to, sugar was my go-to. I loved sugar. But so I started, and then, to be honest, I didn't think anything like past it. And then I fell in love with the products, and I was like, oh crap, I've got to pay for them. So what am I going to do? So I started to share, and I'll be honest, first few days, you can ask April, I have quit on her so many times. I would be like, this is not even worth it. I am not getting paid for what I'm doing, blah, 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 I'm quitting. And I've been in tears. I've been over it. I've been done. And then I'd be like, next day, I'm signing somebody up, just ready to go again. I'd have my pity parties and then move along. Thank God she'll listen to me whine. But it went really fast. It went really fast for me and April both. I joined May 24th of 2020, and then it was before June had even ended, and I was already senior gold. It was crazy, which I know y'all are probably like, what is senior gold? And that's exactly what I was saying when it was going on. I was like, yay, whatever this is, I'm that, yay. And then when commission rolled in, I was really yaying, like really yaying. It was, I'm like, did they even make any money? Because they give it to us. Like, how do they make money? They're handing it to everybody, all these ambassadors. But so the key is to add 3 people. And if I can tell you anything whatsoever when you're starting out, because I didn't do this starting out, literally got to senior gold by posting. I was just posting on Facebook, and people just, were ready for it. But if I have anything to tell you guys, when you have somebody join you, put the business opportunity in front of them. And you don't have to say business. You don't have to say just 3 friends. Get your 3 friends, your dirt friends, the friends that's going to eat dirt for you, your mama, your mother-in-law, whoever, 3 friends, because nobody should have to pay for their products. Nobody. If they're covered when your washer breaks or your dryer breaks or the vehicle breaks down, you don't have to worry about that. And to be honest, I mean, you can move forward when they're, add 3. This person adds 3, and then they add 3, because you might be able to pay for that washer. You might be able to pay for that dryer, whatever tears up. You're not having to dip into your funds. You're not having to worry about being sick and, missing a day or whatever the case may be that you're trying to figure out your products. Get 3 friends. That compounds so much when you've got the power of 3. And that's exactly why I'm on here to tell y'all that I've earned something called Silver Stars. And I can't tell you like you have to have this many or that many, because I still don't know. All I know is whenever anybody joins me, I tell them, 3 friends. Let's get you 3 friends. And like Jen had talked about earlier, the sooner they can do it, if they can do it in that 30 days, they get that bonus. And when people see that and that money that they can make, they're like a duck on a June bug. If you've ever heard that, they're like a duck on a June bug when they see that money roll in, because that's how I was like, I've got, just more. And I know how much it's blessed me, y'all. It's paid my mortgage. It's paid for my products. It's been such a huge blessing in my life that, you can't help but want to share with everybody. So when you have somebody join you, tell them they can, get 3 friends, try to, do it within the 30 days so they can get that fast start bonus, because, might as well take the money. It's out on the table. It's there for everyone. You all have that opportunity. And the great thing is this business, when I started, was like nooks and crannies, because like I said, I've got 4 kids. We did homeschool this past year. I have another little sign painting gig that me and my mother-in-law, it's more than we can, just the 2 of us doing it. But so many things that I've had going on. And what I like to say, people will say my plate's full, but get a bigger plate. I love that, because that's what I did. I got a bigger plate. And when it fit in the nooks and crannies, I done that. And as it's went along, you figure out where you can fit it in your life. If you're going to the bathroom, get on your phone, send a message. I mean, you really do. You fit it in wherever you can fit it in. And I don't really know, like when I first started, me and April, we were like, we're going for diamond. And like I say, so many times we've had setbacks that April's never whined about it, because April's just a MVP, most valuable player here. And I'm over here saying, oh, I can't do this. Oh, but even though diamond, I would love to get there, but every single step, I've enjoyed every single step and every single rank that I've been at. And I can't wait to see how far I go with this company. I'm in it. I tell April all the time, I'm like, I've been a quitter all my life. I've quit, I went to school for cosmetology. I quit. I went to just community college, taking prereqs to do so. I quit. I have been a quitter, and this is something that I'm not quitting in. It has blessed so many people's lives with the products, with the money, with so many things. And I know that there's so many other people like me out there that can benefit. But yeah, that's pretty much my story, and I'll turn it back over to Jen. But I love sharing with you guys. I can't wait to see everybody with their success and where y'all go.
You both need your own show. I mean, we are loving this. And the truth is, guys, when you see the passion inside of I see their faces, I hear it in their voice. It's because they found something that not only is it helping them contribute to their family, but it also gives them a purpose. And so I love that. What's
Hey,
up?
Jen, I want to add something really quick, if that's okay. I will not take much time.
Do it.
I want to say this. I don't want to present to you that this business opportunity is all sunshine and rainbows, because you're going to get some resistance. Okay. You're going to have that person that it doesn't work for. You're going to have Maybe you don't have the best support system at home because people, they're not really supportive of things that they don't understand, right? And so I want to encourage you all tonight to really cling to the value that you have found. And if you can do that and you can start adding value to other people, you're going to push away all of that negativity and you're going to be able to really push through that resistance. Okay. Because I don't want to paint this picture of like, oh, we started, we didn't want it, but we've got it. And then now, it's all good. It's not. It's not been all good. There's been times when my points have went backwards. There's been times when I've did the product tweaking and things haven't worked for somebody. And so that's okay. That doesn't define you. That doesn't define your success with Plexus. That doesn't define who you're going to be, right, in this company. So I just want to encourage you to cling to the value that you have found and add that value to as many people as you can, because that's what we do. I love the dynamics of Plexus, the little slide that Jen had of Jen and Suzanne and whoever, right? That's firsthand knowledge of people that have gone the way. So just trust that. Trust your gut. No pun intended. That's it, Jen.
And you're right. That is a good word for all of you to hear. But I also want to say too, they started in May of 2020. And so the one line that I heard when I first started is, would you be willing to work 10 years for an income that take people their entire career to make 40 or 50 years? And I said, yeah, I'm willing to do that. And has it been easy? Not really. I mean, you've had people say unkind things to you. You've had people reject you. But guess what else? You've helped people. You've served people. You've been able to take your family on trips of a lifetime. You feel better. You feel healthier. There's so much that you gain that makes it worth the growth and the struggle. So if you're on here thinking, I'm so looking for something to make extra income for my family, then you found it. You just have to be coachable and you have to show up. So we're going to go through a little bit more. I know that we're at 8:11, but I'm having the best time ever. This is like way better than Downton Abbey. I would do this all night long. It's amazing. Okay. So let's look at a couple more things. So you have now a virtual office. I know you probably are thinking you joined for the products. Why do I need a virtual office? Well, you do because one, you have perks credits. Every time your order went out that was 100 PV or more, Plexus is like, hey, here's some presents for you. Here's some more gifts. Well, when you're ready to redeem them, you need to know how to do that. You also have a subscription. You're probably going to want to change it up, add some things, take some things off, try something new. So you're going to need to know how to do that. And you're also going to want to know how to access the training. So let me show you this really quick. When you go, I like to keep it simple. Just go to plexusworldwide.com. When you go to plexusworldwide.com, do you see where my initials are here, the JL? That will just be a little person's shaded in head. And that is where you're going to click to sign in. When you click on it, you put your email and your password, and you'll know that you did it correctly when it turns into your initials. So now you've got yourself set up. You can easily hover over that and go down and change your subscription here. You can easily go look at your order history. You can look at your account if you need to change your payment options, all of the things. It has all your phone number, your email, your address, whatever you need to access there. But the best thing to do for me to be able to see things in an easier way is I like to go into the virtual office. So I'm going to click on virtual office, and it's actually going to take me in to a place that's going to give me all that I need. It's going to give me the training. It's going to show me my subscription. So here I am looking at my dashboard, and it's showing me how much my PV is for the month. Starts over every month. If Plexus is going to give you commission, you do need to have 100 PV. And so the month that you join, your welcome pack actually qualifies you for that. But every month after, you need 100 PV. And that's not hard to figure out because it shows you when you go to order how much PV something is worth. So when I'm looking at this, it tells me my subscription is on, that when it does run, so mine's supposed to run on Wednesday, it's 216 PV. Well, what if I'm thinking to myself right now, I think I want to change it up. I don't really want what I had in there. So I'm going to click on my subscription, and it's going to take me and show me exactly what I have set up. So you'll notice here, I have my subscription. It's $294. I can click on change the date if I want to. If I'm like, no, I need to push it off a couple days, I can change that. Make sure you click save if you do that. If you just click on the date and then X out of it, that won't save that. When I come down here and I'm like, okay, I have Slim, 2 of the cleansers, which by the way, it's the best cleanser I've ever used, 2 of the day serums. And I think, I don't think I even really need any more of this cleanser. I can easily click remove. And if I do that, I'm going to get this pop-up that's like, don't do it. You're going to destroy the whole world. That's not true. Look at it. It's just saying if you decrease your order, your perks are going to go down. Are you okay with that? Well, yes, because I'm actually going to end up changing it out for other things. So here's how you're going to add something to your order. You're going to click, it's taking just a second to load. While it's doing that, I'm going to come over here and show you something. When you want to know how many perks you have and you go into your virtual office, slide your way down. And here it is on the right. I'm sorry. Here are your perks right here on the right. It says, so far I have 660 perks, which is equal to $66 worth of free product. And when my order goes out on Wednesday, I'm going to earn another 200. So then I'll have $86. If I want to redeem my perks, I just go to the portal and it's going to say, okay, you want to redeem them? I click redeem and it separates it out by point levels. So you see 200s, the 300s, the 400s. So with what I have currently, I could get a free day serum, a free night serum. I could get a free thing of collagen. I don't know why that gets me so excited, but it does. I could get 2 bags of the lean. So I can do that and redeem my free items that way. So let's say I wanted to add something to my subscription. I just click add product to subscription and it's going to take me to a place that gives me each of the categories that Plexus offers. So I've got gut health, weight management, kids nutrition, and so on. A lot of times I want to add a combo, but I'm just going through here and I can quickly add what it is, but make sure you click save changes. Okay, so let's go back to, oh, I need to show you the training. Let me show you that really quick. Up here in your virtual office, what April was telling you about is going into your virtual office for the training. If you see training center, if you click on that little arrow, it has a place that says new ambassadors start here. And it takes you through the first 3 days of things that they suggest that set you up for success. You can look at the resource library. And what she mentioned that I love too, down here, it says, how can we help? And you see the help center. The help center gives you a search bar. And you could say, what ingredients are in block. Click enter and it gives you every article that actually applies to that question that you just asked. So if you want to find something out, just go type the question in the box. It's so easy. I love that. All right, let's finish up this presentation and we're almost done. I've been so excited to do this tonight with April and Lauren because I have the best time with them. So can you even imagine? When I joined, my friend Suzanne showed me a graph that looked just like this. She said, hey, Jen, can you imagine if you told 3 friends about Plexus? And I sort of could imagine it, but I also felt highly uncomfortable. And then she said, but what if you had those 3 friends tell 3 friends? And then what if those 3 friends told 3 friends? And then what if those 3 friends told 3 friends? And I said, it would build a pyramid because I was thinking what you're probably thinking. That's a pyramid. And she said, no. Let's talk about this because in Plexus, anyone that joins me can actually go beyond me in their income making ability. There is no everybody at the top's making money and everybody at the bottom's doing nothing. That is not how this works. And then she said this to me. You don't think the president and the vice president of companies are making all the money and then everybody that shows up and clocks in and clocks out is making the least amount? She goes, that sounds like a pyramid to me. And I thought, ooh, that's good. So that is how Plexus works. We work in the powers of 3. That's what Lauren just won a trip for because she's so good at getting people to find their 3. And the way that we give ourselves an income is Plexus takes the monthly sales, splits it in half. Half goes back to the company, and that actually keeps the lights on, pays the executives, makes the products. They are investing in Plexus. We are a debt-free company. But the other 50%, instead of paying football players and movie stars to advertise our products, they pay April and me and Lauren and you. And so that is how we pay our ambassadors, by splitting the monthly income. We then assign points. And I know this sounds like I'm getting in the weeds, but I want you to have this information so that at least you've heard these words. So when you really sit down to study it, you're not like, I don't know these words. So they assign a value to a point when the whole month is over based upon the sales. And that value is anywhere from $2.70 to $2.80. So when someone orders, you're going to get points in that month. So if someone orders that I've signed up myself, So let's say I signed up April. April's my friend. She signed up with me. She would be my level 1. When she orders, Plexus says, we're going to give you 6 points. And all month long, it's like a piggy bank. Points are just filling up that piggy bank whenever someone orders. If April signed up Lauren that you just heard from, that would be my level 2. So when she orders, I'd get 5 points and so on. Plexus pays you on 7 levels. So in a month's time, in my 7 levels, anytime someone orders, those points are accumulating. This is the last slide. So you guys have made it through. This is exactly what the points look like. Ask your upline to send you this particular graph because it actually helps. If someone orders a certain amount, those are the points you're going to make. If someone orders in the 50 to 99 PV range, those are the points you'll make. And if someone orders 100 PV or more, those are the points you'll make. But I want you to see this. This is the part that I think is so interesting. This is what Lauren is right now. She is a Ruby ambassador. April is a senior Ruby ambassador. That is the average annual income. And I want you to think about something. When I started Plexus, I was working at a coffee shop so I could have insurance for my kids. I was tutoring, I was babysitting, I was cleaning houses. I would do anything and everything to provide margin for my family. We were on food stamps. I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to go to the store and buy meat, the luxuries of life. And I couldn't do that. And so I always thought, wouldn't it be so amazing if there's an opportunity for a mom who's like nursing one baby and helping another child homeschool, that she could make money from home, from her phone. And I found it. And so I have been a diamond ambassador, the top rank of the company for the last 6.5 years. And that's the average annual income. And I tell you that because 1, it's possible. And 2, it's been a huge blessing because as I help people, it helps my family. And so if you have a big dream, and I saw this really cute little saying, and it applies to this tonight, it says, small town girls dream bigger. And I'm just going to tell you, if you have the ability to dream really big, then you will find the tools. And so we have those tools for you. If you want to use this as a business opportunity, then you need to get with the person that invited you. If you want your products for free, then you need to get with the person that invited you. But most of all, we just want you to have the best health, the best happiness, and we just wanted to cordially welcome you to Plexus. Thank you for hopping on tonight. The recording will be posted and you can feel free to rewatch this or share. Now go download the Plexus Engage app and you guys have a great rest of your night.